So here I am at PAX East, and we're at the Hudson booth, and I'm talking with Mike Pepe, and he is going to tell us a little bit about some of the games that they're showcasing here today, actually, and all weekend. Mike, I've noticed that we've got right behind us, we got a game called Rooms. What is Rooms? What is this all about?
So everyone's probably played sliding puzzles as a kid. So if you can imagine actually being inside of a sliding puzzle, you'll kind of get a better idea what Rooms is all about. You're not only moving the rooms inside these buildings that you're in, but you're actually manipulating items within those rooms to be able to escape. It turns out that it's your birthday and you get a package at your door, and you know it's your birthday, so you open it up, and the package turns out to be one that takes you into this alternate world. And in order to be able to get out, you need to get through all the different buildings.
And now this is for the Wii.
Right, it's actually for the Wii and the DS. So the Wii version, you're just literally pointing and clicking with the Wii remote, and the DS version, you're using the stylus to slide the rooms left and right and to tap where you want to go.
And is this available now, or is this coming out soon?
It just launched on March 23rd. It's available now for $30 on both platforms.
So you mentioned two games that really piqued my interest, and that's The Calling and Diner Dash. Diner Dash, we've seen Diner Dash. Diner Dash has been out on a lot of platforms before, but not on the Wii. Right. What makes it different for WiiWare that would make someone want to go ahead and make that purchase?
Right. So a couple things. One, it's in 3D for the first time. Flo's always been 2D, and now she's looking pretty cool in 3D. Yeah, she's looking hot. I'll say it. Sorry, honey. I'm really. Yeah. But not only that, but you can play 4 players on it for Wii. So on the Wii version, you can do basically team waitresses. So you and another waitress can team up against another 2 waitresses online who are competing for tips. So yeah, it gets a little vicious, little catfighty, But yeah.
Now, what about The Calling? The Calling is a survival horror of sorts. Explain a little bit of this to me.
So Calling is actually a departure from everything Hudson that you remember. You probably know Hudson for Bomberman and Bonk and kid-friendly titles. But Calling was really a step aside from that. It's a single-player experience. It's a horror title. It's a Japanese horror title. You're going to be going through schools, hospitals, building like condos, just things that you would normally experience. Outside of the horrible things that are going to be chasing you around.
Right. Yeah. A school isn't so creepy until you play it in a horror game.
Until some girl with long black hair starts walking after you. Yeah, it's not what you really want to experience.
Any of you long-haired girls with black hair out there,
stay away.
We're keeping our eye on you. So now, something that I did notice about The Calling is a bit of a unique functionality for the Wiimote. Right. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So the Wii remote acts as a couple things. One is acts as a flashlight, and everyone's kind of experienced that before. But it's used as a cell phone. So you'll be getting messages from, or you're going to be getting calls calling. From beyond or from someone else, and you're going to be hearing the sounds actually come out of the speaker. So you're going to be able to put it up to your ear and listen to everything that they're saying.
And will it not come out of the TV? You'll have to bring it.
You can do it either way. You can either have it come out of the TV, or you can adjust it to come out of the Wii remote itself.
Oh yeah, but if you got something like that, you have to come out of that.
You have to do that, and you have to turn off the lights. I mean, we really the dev team in Japan really wanted to make this a J-horror game. This is not a Western game. This is Japanese horror, and it's going to be one where it's also psychological. Where did I just see that shadow? What was that? Or did And it's kind of funny because when you play it, there's a lot of random events where when I'm demoing the product or we're playing the game. We don't know what's going to happen when we go around that corner. There's a lot of things that are set up, and there's a lot of things that are randomly created. So a lot of spooks that the developers put into it.
Well, that's especially nice for you guys too, because then you actually, when you're showing someone the game and you get scared.
It's kind of embarrassing. They're like, "Don't you know this game?" You're like, "Really?" They're like, I haven't seen that yet.
Now I know you got Rooms, you got Diner Dash, you got The Calling, and you got some sports games as well that I saw. Yep. Tell me a little bit about the sports games. What separates them from any other sport? I mean, obviously not like Madden and NBA Live and stuff like that. Right. It's clearly different, but what's a little different about it?
So we have Deca Sports 2 and Deca Sports DS in the booth today. So Deca Sports, these are both follow-ups from Deca Sports, the first one. The game when we first began the brand for Deca Sports. We wanted everyone to be able to play it. Everything's accessible. You don't have to unlock anything. All the modes are opened up. They're basically full games. They're not little like mini games. They're full sports games. So if you want to play, there's Deca Sports 2 has hockey. So this is a full hockey game that you're playing. It also has tennis. So it's a full tennis. You can play however many matches that you set up, or how many different games that you set up. They weren't meant for little. They can be bite size. So there's little training things that you can do, or they can be the full size option, just what you want to play and experience.
So what's Military Madness all about?
Well, TurboGrafx. Do you remember? It's got way back when.
I remember.
Okay, so I just didn't date everyone here. Old school. So Military Madness, way back TurboGrafx days, and it was literally one of the first turn-based strategy games out there, and loved it. People wanted it back, but we were like, how do we bring this back? Not only we brought this back on the WiiWare, on XBLA, and PSN. So this is traditional turn-based strategy. You have tanks and troops and planes all up on the moon. You get naturally right, because where do you get to use all this fun stuff? Yeah. So it is on. It's just now coming out for WiiWare, but the XBLA version and the PS version are already launched. They're $10, and it's a really fun game. And I can tell you the single player experience. You have basic and advanced. The advanced one is really tough, but the basic one probably runs you about maybe 10 to 12 hours. Multiplayer, really addicting and really fun. Always fun to go online and beat everyone, or you can do it locally. You can play either one Wii remote or just or two remotes. So you can share or use your own remote. Yeah.
And for $10, that's not bad.
You can't beat that.
Well, hey, Mike. Hey, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.